My name is Juan Escobedo.
My name is Jose Yenque, and I am an artist.
I've been acting since the year 2000. That was my major in college. And I majored in theater and arts, and after that I went into directing films, short films. So I've been directing short films ever since 2003. And I had one short film that traveled the world. It won 4 awards. It went to the Cannes Film Festival. It won the Mexico International Silver Palm Award, the Conscious Art Award in Sonoma, and it was recognized by the Swiss government as the best 4-minute cultural film. It did better than my feature film, which I spent more money on.
I've been an artist since I was 14 years old when I first got introduced to the arts. Let's see, I love telling this story. When I was 14 years old, I was about 230 pounds. I stuttered very bad, and I was very introverted. I was very isolated. My mom threw me into an acting workshop for about 7 months. After 7 months, after the workshop, I stopped stuttering. I started to become more active. I started to live life. I started to express myself. My self-esteem went through the roof. And that's when I began a life. That's when I began my life as an artist. So yeah, so that's why for me, the arts are so important.
A lot of teens sometimes close up, they don't want to talk. So through the arts, we've been able to sort of have them come out of their shell and be more expressive, be able to connect more and be able to communicate more the issues that they have or the issues that they're going through. A lot of times what we see is that the kids can't handle their issues and they turn to drugs, or they turn to somebody that will accept them, like the gangs. And so through the arts, we've been able to get the kids involved, get the youth involved, and just really have them, give them a goal that they can focus on, that they can think outside of East LA. They can say, okay, I can go to Hollywood and I can make a film. I can go to New York and I can be in theater. I can go wherever I want to go and make art. And if I don't want to make art, I want to do something else. The skills that we teach them to be able to improvise and to be able to think on their feet and be resourceful. That's one of the things that when you're a filmmaker and you're an actor, you tend to be very resourceful. When you're an artist, you have to survive, and you have to you live for your passion, and sometimes your passion doesn't really bring in the income that you need to pay the rent, to pay the bills. So we teach these kids that they can follow their passion, and they can survive. They can follow their dreams, survive, and be able to think on their feet, and be really able to pursue their dreams. That has gotten me involved, combining the community issues that affect our communities, and presenting the problems on the screen through video and film. We also work with different mediums. We do theater and we do art and photography. So whatever issues affect our youth and our communities, we try to tackle them and provoke thought and inspire solutions, which is one of our missions, through the arts. And it's been successful. If we can save one kid or one person through the arts, that's enough. That's more than enough. Sometimes it's very hard to reach to individuals, and sometimes you get through, and sometimes you don't. And when you get through to that one, that's when it makes it worthwhile.
This is the best part. Have them sit down and watch their films and watch their images on this huge screen. And then they came up on the stage and they got their awards and they got to say their speeches. I knew we were onto something that was right. I knew we were onto something that was right.
In East LA, we focus on the youth mostly. Right now we're in Boyle Heights, Mariachi Plaza, Boyle Heights. This community has embraced us. They've been very supportive. We work with all the local businesses in the area and the mariachis. The mariachis are very involved with our festival. We have the East LA International and Youth Film Festival.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. So this festival is something that I think it's gonna grow. I know it's gonna grow. Now, granted, we're not at Paramount Studios this year, but you don't know what studios we're gonna be at next year. We're back in the neighborhood. We're back in Mariachi Plaza. All they got to do is just plant a chip into everybody and make us robots and just get it done with. But that's not going to happen. Where would society be with our arts? It would be in trouble. I know that it would be in trouble, but that's not going to happen. And that's even something that I can't even wrap my head around that. Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around that at all. There's no way. Especially with Latino, and all the passion that we have. No. Now, there's already history. History's already been laid out with the artists. So we can't just make that disappear. Unless you turn us into a bunch of cyborgs and just put the chips into all our head, and then we'll be walking around like this. Probably. But yeah, no. I know, I've spoken to you and I said, I told you where I would be without the arts. So that says it right there. That just says it right there. And I know that I can speak for so many people. I can speak for so many people about that. I know that especially for the young, they're hungry for it. The fact that it's being pulled out of schools and the fact that people are wondering, why are these kids not graduating? Why is the percentage of kids that are graduating so low and getting lower? Especially in Latinos, especially like in here in the inner cities. Why? You hear this? This is probably why. This is why the arts, when the arts, you take the arts out of school, you get this. Was that an ambulance? Yeah. Okay, that was probably someone who got the arts taken away from them, and so they turned to liquor, they got into the car, they drank, and they crashed into something, and that's what they're going to pick up.
Where would I be without the arts? I would be probably strung out somewhere, or with a bottle somewhere. Like, are you familiar with a loteria? No, loteria is a game. It's a Mexican game, and in that game you have the sun, you have the moon, you have the mermaid, you have the tree, and the little images that you put little beans on. And in that loteria game, you have el borracho. And el borracho is the drunk man. And the drunk man is a Mexican man that you see in these pueblitos, and they're just lying on the floor with their bottle. So I'll probably be on the floor with a bottle somewhere, without the arts.
But my mom was able to recognize that. She said, you know something? I'm not going to take him to a speech therapist. I'm not going to take him to a doctor or to a therapist. I'm going to take him to an acting workshop and see what happens. And then that's what happened. This is what happened, So, yeah, I'm a big advocate of arts and education, just arts in general, arts in life, yeah.
So, and for the festival, it's been 3 years, but Tela Sofa has been around for a while, and we're excited, we're pleased, we're happy, and I'm very proud of the team, everybody that's involved, and our communities. A lot of the times people take communities for granted, people that are underserved. They think, what do they need arts for? But no, everybody needs art. Arts feed the soul. They nourish you. They nourish your spirit. And so I'm really proud of these communities in East LA that they really stepped up. There's been times when the kids have to come in and do a project or whatever they need to do, and the parents come, they drive them, they get off work, they drive into the center, and they sit there and they wait and they wait. They've given their commitment to what their youth want to do. And so I'm very proud of these communities, I'm very proud of the parents, everybody that has been involved, our youth have been amazing. There's been many times when we had bake sales over at Bienvenidos. I have to thank Bienvenidos because Bienvenidos has been very supportive with us too. And they go out into the streets and they sell little cupcakes. They're trying to make money too, so they can go to Magic Mountain or do something fun. So I'm very proud of our communities. I'm very proud of Tela Sofa. I'm very proud of the team, everybody involved, or the artist. And so, try to join us for a festival. It's this weekend, Friday and Saturday, and Monday night at Maywood. We hope to see you. telasofa.org for more information. Thank you.
There you go. Power. Art is power. Art is power. Because it is.